So I'm just doing a video basically right now on what I feel about some people, how they try and act like with colorism, that we all have to experience a specific thing. And if we don't experience it, they'll try and tell you what you're supposed to experience. So for example, for dark-skinned black women, people always say that dark-skinned black women have to experience colorism. They have to know that it exists. And if a dark-skinned black woman doesn't think it exists, they try to act like it does, and they're just denying it. Or they'll try and find ways to try and attack them for being dark-skinned, in hopes that they will be like, oh, now I see it or something, which is just so weird, you know? And I want to say, honestly, personally, as someone who is not dark-skinned, obviously, but I am a light brown complexion, I notice that people will often... Okay, so in the regard of colorism, I do not think colorism exists, but I do understand that there are dark-skinned black men who don't like themselves. And this is one thing that I notice a lot of the time people get triggered by. If I explain that I've seen myself how dark-skinned black men didn't like their own complexion, but would act very favorable to mine, even though I'm not light-skinned, I'm light brown, people will get triggered by that. Sometimes people don't know that brown-skinned women can have the choice to feed into a dark-skinned black man's self-hate, or choose not to, for that matter. And a lot of brown-skinned black women will feed into it. Heck, some women who, I guess they're brown-skinned, but I kind of think they're dark or whatever, will feed into it too. For example, I've seen some people try and claim, I'm not that dark, as if being dark was a bad thing. They still believe in that whole idea, as that dark-skinned black man believes that his dark skin is a bad, but they will feed into it in the same way. These people who have these mentalities aren't really any different than someone who is light-skinned who is feeding into it. They all are the same thing. They all agree that blackness is bad. They all agree that they are bad. Even a light-skinned person agrees that they are less than, because when we think about it, everybody is dark in the black community compared to the rest of society in America, which is mostly lighter than even light-skinned black. And the people who are light-skinned black people's complexions are usually the ones who will experience some kind of problems at times, basically. Anyway, you know, I kind of get annoyed by this, because people will tell me, like, that I'm supposed to experience colorism just because I'm brown-skinned, for example. And then they'll get really angry because I don't experience colorism. The only thing I've ever experienced was dark-skinned black men not liking themselves, you know, in things of that nature. Of which I honestly found offensive personally, because it's like, when I hear a dark-skinned black person not like themselves for being black and acting like being lighter is better, I feel like, well, you are offending me because you understand I am darker than a white person, than most of society that is not black. So you're literally saying that I am less than. You're just too self-absorbed in your own self-hate that you are insulting yourself first, and then you're insulting me. I mean, if you're going to insult anyone, just insult yourself and stick to that, because I don't really give a fuck about you. But I mean, like, when you are trying to insult other people in this, when nobody else was saying they felt less than, you feel less than, then that's your personal problem, you know. But, you know, that's just the thing that annoys me a bit with the whole colorism thing, because they're always telling you, oh, you're supposed to benefit in this way, or oh, you're not supposed to benefit in that way, or oh, you're supposed to feel this, or you're supposed to feel that, or you're supposed to know colorism exists because you experienced this or that. It's like, it's a constant idea that you had to have dealt with this, you had to have dealt with that. It's like, unless you live my life, you can't tell me what I fucking experienced. So, butt out, basically. So, that's all I have to say in this video. Thanks for watching. I know it's a quick video, but that's all I really had to say. Thanks for watching. Bye.